welcome back to the Baldwin Kids Podcast, a space dedicated to discussing sociopolitics, mental health issues, and nerd culture. I am the intravenous K.
And I'm the Fae-touched and ready to drink Vesta. What?
I'm upset.
What? I told you it was gonna be good. He has a thing of Arizona, and I saw ready to drink on it, and
Bitch. Anyway, so we're back, y'all. I'm feeling much better.
That K is okay. I was losing my shit.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm up and ambulatory and all that fun stuff. And yeah. So I'm, living. I'm alive. I'm sure those medical bills are gonna, let's not
worry about them, darling. It distracts from
Yeah. But yeah, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm walking back at full speed and all that fun stuff, so I'm back to give y'all some more shit.
Yeah.
So,
let's do it.
Oh, and we may be featuring an occasional soundbite from a background ace. So, just so y'all are aware.
I'm in pain.
So,
buttons.
That was ugly. All right,
Vesta girl, what are you doing?
Hungry.
Okay. So we've got quite a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we just go straight out the gate with what I've got here?
Yes.
Because it's been a fortnight and I just picked some highlights.
Not a trash video game.
Who?
I
don't know her.
I don't know her.
Right. So, speaking of British accents, though, so I actually saw this post on Facebook and would like to read it in its entirety. It is basically what an Associated Press article on the current goings-on in this country, a good succinct way of saying it. Because the thing is, the way that it's written, it sounds like if we were talking about, like, Rwanda or Syria.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything like that. This sounds like what that is. But I'll give you all my best BBC voice. Are you ready?
So
32 are dead and 54 have been injured in 3 separate terrorist attacks across the United States of America in 1 week. It's a shocking surge of terrorist violence, even in a troubled nation well known for its militarism, guns, and bloodshed, leaving many residents worried for the future. The president, an authoritarian who was installed as leader of the North American nation of almost 330 million people in a controversial election in 2016, is widely blamed by the populace for the increase in terrorism, especially for his role in galvanizing the local rise of nationalist extremism. Neo-fascist thugs and other far-right nationalists, often formed into heavily armed militias in regional areas of the sprawling country, are responsible for most of the terrorist attacks that have plagued the United States, with immigrants and minority communities in the racially disparate nation equally fearful of being targeted. The president officially distances himself from these terrorist forces, but their support for him is open and flagrant, and many believe that he tacitly encourages them, especially at the divisive rallies he holds regularly throughout the country. Critics also contend that the leader's draconian anti-immigration policies, which include detention of refugees from other North American nations in squalid camps along the southern border that have been cited for their inhumane and unsanitary conditions, have fanned the flames of terrorism. Other observers point to broader factors, especially the young nation's recent history of colonial violence, genocide, and slavery. It is a nation that has remained deeply divided and unstable since the official end of its racist apartheid system a mere 54 years ago. The United States is also a highly militaristic nation, notorious for its aggressive wars of expansion and invasion. Well, how about that?
Yeah, but
one, that was fun to read like that because, honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I'm so desensitized to this happening that it's either make fun of it or like, abject apathy. Like, my honest and deepest condolences go out to each and every person affected by the, 4 shootings as of the time of recording in the past week and change? And we're not gonna name names or anything because they don't need any fame. They need to die along with the people that they decided weren't worthy of continuing to live. their names, their faces, and so on. Though, can we talk about the fact that the California Garlic Festival and the El Paso shooter look weirdly alike?
They look the same.
Like, they both look like they don't know Carmex from Carmen. They both had lopsided glasses and looked like they haven't had a shower in a month.
A foot. It's like a real old, like bent inwards. Like, that's what they look like.
Yeah, and also, while I'm thinking about it, there are people on the right wing that are talking about how the Dayton shooter had like some left wing ties and was on, left side of Twitter. So we don't know her.
Girl, and
we don't know her. It would behoove you all to start disavowing, the guys that espouse your views and values and such, and then go off on shooting people. But we don't know her. We don't claim her.
We don't. The delegation does not.
Like, who? So what? Like, the thing is, you can follow all the right people and still have some fucked up mentalities. You can follow all of the wrong people and have your heart in the right place.
Yeah, true.
So, you know what? Do I want to put my business out there a little bit? About somebody I follow who's,
Oh, that one bitch, yeah, go ahead.
Whose racial background is a bit Dolezalian.
Ew. That sounds like a really old Dole pineapple whip.
Oop. So, for those who don't know, I'm talking about one Sean King, who has a host of nicknames that send me. Have you heard any of these?
I've heard most of them from you.
Like Talcamax.
Yeah.
Martin Luther Cream.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela.
Yep. Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
I've not heard that one. That one's good. Vanilla Ice.
Here's the thing. I don't, because he is an established con man.
Right.
He's got an established history of doing all sorts of fundraising left, right, and also center to try to, do something, and then the money magically vanishes. He has a recorded history of taking ideas and such from black women and also suing them if they try to bring it up.
Yeah.
He is super ambiguous about his racial background, claiming to be a black man, but I'm not one to gatekeep race to a point. Because, yeah. Literally, the only reason I follow him is because 9 times out of 10, the actual, stories and stuff he posts are A, accurate, B, not from 2.5 to 5 years ago, like some of these people on Facebook and Twitter and such post.
Guilty.
And C, people are starting to wake up to his bullshit, and I want to watch his downfall. But yeah,
I love Thriller. All right. So
I'm not gonna do it. We don't need
MJ to stay will come and just scalp us through the computer screen.
Neverland will be like never today. Feel like punk.
Some of the wigs popping off. That's what there's like a warning, hidden message. That sound was him coming and just like he wasn't saying punk. He was calling you a punk and then ripping your scalp off for copyright infringing
and looking like old girl from that Maury or whatever show.
Miranda Cosgrove.
No.
Oh.
People need to stop saying she looks like him.
Well, if it wasn't wrong. Anyway.
But yeah, that's about all we have to say about actually, you know what? No. Can we bring up the fact that Anita Wall and her stud decided to carry their over-tanned, pasty asses up to the hospital holding people after the El Paso shooting, called the newly orphaned child back to the hospital for a fucking photo op, and were clearly smiling and grimacing because he's rolling so damn high on Adderall that he's been making out with the fucking International Space Station. Because, bitch, each and every previous president that has been president in my lifetime, whenever some shit like this happens, they showed compassion.
Right.
I am not one to support George W. Bush, but god damn it, the man showed some brand of compassion.
Actually, yeah.
Obama, despite having a nasty habit of droning other brown people, showed compassion. Bill Clinton,
we don't know her. No, he plays the saxophone.
We don't know her, but she still showed compassion. Meanwhile, what the fuck is this smiling and thumbs upping in every picture?
Yeah, thumbs up, you're an orphan.
Unless... what is going on with him?
Not much.
And like normally, because we said that we were going to stop talking about him, but God fucking damn
really
it,
difficult
calling back a whole ass orphan to the hospital for a fucking photo shoot.
For a picture, like you're really.
I love the fact that all of the victims in the hospital were like, we don't know her, we don't want to see her.
Yeah, I love them.
And like, we're not going to talk. I'm not going to talk too much about Millennia because she's trying to maintain her bag. So like, you do you, girl. Keep your coin.
Yeah, go ahead, Millennium Falcon.
But Anita, girl, like, compassion is a human emotion. If you stop, snorting Adderall every 5 seconds, you'd probably, experience it. Other than, whatever the fuck you're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but yeah. I don't know about you though, but everything going on with that makes me more than a little nervous.
Also,
just existing in general.
True. Because
if a Walmart in Texas was not armed enough to take somebody down in Texas, which, you know what? We can talk about that a little bit more. The fucking manifesto talking about blah, 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 invasion, blah, 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 of our country, blah, blah, blah. That was Mexico first, my guy.
Really?
That was serious.
Yeah, let's not go into him and that backwards ass logic. You really were.
The entitlement.
But here's the thing. That's not new. People really think they were here first. They really think that this place belonged to them first. People complain about these Mexicans in southern states, like Texas. All these Mexicans. I'm like, girl.
Do you not know what the Louisiana Purchase was?
Girl, you on their turf. You follow, like, you need to be following their rules.
I'm not going to name names because I don't know if they want their name out there on here, but somebody we both know that I think you've collaborated with here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like their family was here and then the border moved and crossed them.
Right.
Like they didn't move. The border added them to the country.
Right. And they're like, oh.
Like, okay, I guess we're Americans now.
Guess we're Americans. Y'all can't say shit about it.
Like.
But yeah, here we are. People do all the time.
Invasion. You know what? We're just.
Did you mean what? It's almost like when like people tell stories about their partners constantly accusing them of cheating. Mm-hmm. That usually is a sign of them cheating. That's pretty much like the U.S.
Projection.
Yeah, projection. Like y'all are so worried about invasion because that's all y'all been doing.
Well, I mean, invasion, meddling in other countries' affairs, which is why all these goddamn refugees are trying to come here in the first place.
Oh my God! Don't ever do that again.
What? The United States doesn't know how to...
No, the Chicago.
Because it pisses me the fuck off that we as a country can't mind our own goddamn business.
Coke.
Mind our own goddamn crumbling infrastructure. True. Mind our own goddamn homeless veterans dying out on the streets. Mind our own goddamn lack of health care and shit. But we're so busy meddling in other countries' affairs because they've got something we want. Like, girl, can we work on us first?
Right.
Like, can we get, as a country, like, get a haircut, get a makeover, get some shit redone, get some internal stuff looked at before trying to venture out into other shit? Like, goddamn.
So I guess you don't have a rant for later then, huh?
I do.
So do I. Cool.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the thing that took over my. You know what? When I was writing this outline before. Before.
I'm confused. I'm as confused as you guys
Before Epstein.
Huh?
Why the fuck you lying?
What?
Before Epstein killed himself.
Oh yeah,
with,
let's
like,
not.
Air quotes.
We're not touching that.
We're not
because it doesn't need to be.
Are we at least in the same?
Yes,
we are still in the same camp.
We're in the same. You were in the same camp. Like, oh, okay, he died.
Actually, wait. Actually, in that case, we're gonna move on to our rapid fire section, which just has the two things, which is one, Epstein, quote unquote, killed himself.
Really?
Sure, Jan.
Oh, really?
A man on suicide watch.
Under watch in his own. Oh, really?
Sure.
Just like Sandra, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, she wasn't on suicide watch, though.
But that makes it worse, Oh, she killed herself. Oh, okay. Oh.
Sure, Jan.
Oh,
I maintain. Why the fuck you lying?
Black Panther Party, fell apart themselves, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all didn't orchestrate that or anything. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the second thing, somebody put Grandpa Joe in a box and send him elsewhere. Make him drop out of the presidential race.
Listen. I really wish I had that soundbite. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Bitch, who the fuck was rooting for a creepy Grandpa Joe?
Well,
I wasn't.
Joe Biden, isn't that Barack's ex-vice president?
Who was making me question Barack date more and more?
Yeah, it's true.
Because he had the octogenarian Caucasian nerve.
Octogenarian.
Actually, wait, how old is he? Let me use the right word. Let me just make sure I'm using the right word, because I don't remember if he's an octogenarian or a septuagenarian.
Isn't that 70 and 80?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want his age. Give me his age. There we go. He had the demiseptuagenarian nerve. He's 76.
Almost 80.
He's halfway.
Oh my God. Okay.
To say poor kids perform just as well as white kids. Sir. Ma'am, your bias is showing. Ma'am,
we just want the wig, ma'am. We just want the wig.
Your bias is showing.
We just want the wig,
just
ma'am.
like, stop. Please stop. Go away. Let younger people who know what they're talking about, who know what they're doing, and who know how to avoid gaffes like that, and who clearly know what, like, just be gone. Be gone.
Good night, girl.
Because this ain't it. People are going to, like, and knowing the fucking Democratic, whatever the hell they want to call themselves, they're going to prop him up. Sure.
The DNC?
Yes. I couldn't think of the actual phrase.
The
DNC is going to probably actually make him the candidate.
Yep.
Because they're going to be like, it's going to be just like Obama, except Biden is literally Trump with better grammar.
Ooh.
And who's also clearly sundowning hard.
Well, Trump to us people of color, he'll benefit white people just fine. He'll be Trump to people of color with better grammar. He's bad to Republicans still. By their standards.
Like,
but to us, he's pretty much
Can we please have a Sanders Warren ticket? Please. Because
I don't know about Sanders. Warren, yes.
Because Grandpa is tired. He is tired.
I love Bernie.
He literally sent out a tweet, and I am quoting this verbatim. Donald Trump does not believe in believes climate change is a hoax. Donald Trump is an idiot.
I love him.
That is a real tweet that I took a whole ass screenshot of because my wig flew the fuck back. Grandpa is tired.
Oh, we can't quote that anymore because he's trash. Neil deGrasse Tyson?
What do you mean?
That whole shit about you didn't see his tweet?
Oh, that whataboutism tweet?
Yeah. You're canceled. Well, not canceled. You're trash.
I wouldn't full-fledged cancel him because he did apologize. He's like, oh, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, okay, girl. Just like your hairline.
Don't.
What just flew out of my mouth?
I don't know.
Oh my God, is that a tooth?
The fuck? Like, don't shame my vocal twin that much.
What was that? Kind of alarmed as to what that was.
That was spit, sis.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
It landed on my hand. I would know. But yeah, don't shame my vocal twin that much. Because I've heard it a lot that I sound like Neil deGrasse Tyson if I really wanted to.
Okay.
But maybe with an iota more of a social wherewithal.
Melanin culture. Ooh, that's mean. All right.
He's still a black man and will still get the same shit that you and I get.
I know.
He can be in a suit and be an astrophysicist and still get profiled.
Yes.
So I'm not as eager to throw him under the bus as I am with creepy Grandpa Biden.
Yeah, that's fair. But girl, we got to scrap. So anyway, what are we on to now?
Moving on to our
palette Cleonce. Giselle knows Carter.
I am Cleonce. Giselle knows Carter.
Palette Cleonce. Giselle knows Carter.
I want to be mad, but I can't.
I know. Because it's a mood forever and ever.
So, white people are clearly not getting a white Ariel.
Okay, so before we talk about this, we are not talking about the Halle Bailey movie. Some of y'all on Facebook are stupid. Some of y'all get on my fucking nerves. Like, y'all don't know how to read. And it was like, oh my God.
This is why.
Queen Latifah.
This is why there is
and Halle Bailey, iconic. Wow, a round of applause.
I mean, honestly, I'm here for it.
Now, don't get me wrong. Halle Bailey, iconic. Queen Latifah.
Iconic.
Not together. They're not going to be in the same movie. Queen Latifah cannot do a live action like movie Ursula. She can't. So now that I've said that, no, she can't.
Why?
No, she can't.
No, I'm asking why.
She's just, it's not, you got to get somebody with like chops for that. Not to say that Queen Latifah does not, that's a whole different.
Have you not seen Hairspray and Chicago?
She doesn't have, she cannot do like a movie Ursula. You need like drag chops for that.
Have you not seen?
Latifah ain't got that.
So on our break, we're watching Mama's Good to You.
Yeah, I've already seen it, and I hold my stance. She needs like drag chops for that. Mayhem.
So like Ginger Minge needs to be
Mayhem. Mayhem needs to be.
I don't know what that is. I don't.
You know
I don't.
Who Mayhem is.
I don't.
That one meme with the drag with the big ass eyelid. That's Mayhem. Yeah. That's Mayhem. That's
what her name is?
Yeah, Mayhem.
Okay, because of the fucking meme that I showed you. Okay, here's the thing. But I was trying to say that this is why I have a sign above my monitor at work that says reading is fundamental.
Because y'all don't read.
Because y'all don't fucking read. One, this is going to be much like the train wreck that was Rent.
And The Wiz.
The train wreck that was Rocky Horror, as much as I love Laverne.
I love the beginning and end of that movie because of the girl they have playing the movie girl, like the movie usher lady. Like that's the only good part of that movie.
Ouch. The Majesty that was Jesus Christ Superstar. Don't make that face, bitch. It was I loved it.
Yeah.
I still need a Pharisee jacket. I need a Pharisee jacket.
And then what else did they do? I said The Wiz already. That was.
They did The Wiz. They did Rocky. They did.
Jesus that was
Christ
uncomfortable.
Superstar.
Like I get.
They did Rent.
I'm gonna rant about that. I'm sorry. That one scene in The Wiz live. Did you watch it?
No.
They have in the Emerald City. Thought they were gonna do the old G song where it's like, you got to be seen. Green, you know that song? But no, they didn't. They just have them voguing, and they're like, "Yes, slay."
Maybe.
And I'm like, I was uncomfortable.
Hang on, it could have been a technical issue, though.
Why? No, that was literally scripted like that, and it was like unenthusiastic, like work, and they were voguing. Like
you can't vogue unenthusiastically. That's not how that works.
And I'm like, oh. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But okay. So for clarity, because we keep dancing around the top.
I'm sorry. Brought up a lot of
one Ali Carvalho. I forget how to exactly pronounce her last name. She is going to be playing Ariel for the stage live action Little Mermaid that is going to be airing on ABC soon, and she'll be playing opposite Queen Latifah's Ursula,
which I'm here for stage.
I'm just here for the fact that we've got a Hawaiian girl playing Ariel on the stage and a black girl playing Ariel in the theaters coming up. I'm here for both of these things, and my skin is literally improving because I've just been basking in the glory of all these white tears.
My skin is moisturizing.
My skin is moisturized. My crops are watered.
Oh my god!
My credit is clear. My checkbook is balanced. Like I'm here for this.
Same. Old Town Rogue. Old Town Rogue. Wow. Da-na-na-na-na. Old Town Rogue.
Did you really Old Town Rogue?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
AKA the only good version of Rogue.
And that's that on that.
Because that was the only good version of Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
The original live action Rogue, trash. The one from X-Men Evolution, trash. I hated her.
Mm-hmm.
But OG 90s Rogue is the shit. But anyway, Old Town Road, new longest #1 charting song.
He honestly, can we just take a quick sidebar because he is skin goals as fuck.
He's kind of hot.
He like. About it. Have you seen like?
Oh, I've seen.
Like,
I've seen him.
Like.
I've seen him.
Vesta, what have you seen that I haven't seen? Darling, why are you making that face?
There was this picture on Instagram Mariah Carey posted of her
literally handing the torch
over. I was like, girl, You're so extra.
She,
Which one of your nieces and nephews to get to do that for you?
but like the fact that he basically is like, oh, by the way, I'm going to, flex and maintain my lead forever and ever and ever, amen. And he's continuing to maintain his lead, and I'm like, I don't really care for the song, but like the fact that he's making people mad is what I'm here for. One other thing that actually isn't on the outline that I want to mention, I don't know the name of the movie, but Uzo Aduba is going to be playing Shirley Chisholm,
I'm hyped.
aka the actual first female presidential candidate. Hilarious Clinton could never. But have you seen the picture of her in this wig?
That's iconic.
She did not come to play with you hoes.
She sure didn't.
She came to slay, bitch. Also, congrats to Centoya Brown.
True.
She's free.
She's getting a book deal.
And got married. And it's just flourishing. And we're honestly here for it. And now, you know who we need to work on next? Crystal Kaiser.
It's working on a lot of people. There's a lot of people that need to be out of jail. Like these people that have been making money off of weed all their lives, but once, serving life sentences, but once white people got a hold of it, just, sitting in jail still. But, is
there anything else you want to mention? I do want to quick, I've got one last thing that was funny.
Go ahead.
Netflix France did not come to play with you hoes.
What'd they do?
So somebody tweeted at Netflix, it was obviously in French. Translated, gays aren't needed in your series, Netflix.
Oh, yes. I've seen that.
And then Netflix France was like, you're not needed in our subscribers list.
Iconic.
My pearls
were clutched.
My pearls were clutched. My lace was not visible. Like
my lace was visible. My lace was clockable.
Like, screw pay no attention to the lace on my forehead. Like,
here it is.
That was a whole ass net. It wasn't even a lace.
Pay all the attention to the fishing net on my forehead.
Basically.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Brown skin girl is just out here changing lives.
Brown skin girl, skin just like pearls.
Did you see the video of the little boy singing it to his little sister? And the baby looks like a little Michelin baby. And fat babies are literally my favorite. But anyway, before we get too sidetracked, and Vesta's gonna go be Blue Diamond. Vesta's gonna go be Blue Diamond for a couple minutes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? You don't like my Kim Kardashian impression?
You don't have enough Botox in. Bitch. You already got people associating my laugh with that now.
Because that's what it is.
Rude. Anyway, we're going to move on to our first musical break.
Y'all can't know the name of it.
Oh, so this is some clandestine shit that Vesta's working on.
Yup.
So for now,
it's a single. Don't get excited for an album because I don't even know if that's gonna happen for a while.
But listen, damn it, I can't say the name of it. Like,
this break's gonna be like 30 seconds because I can't play too much of it.
Oh,
so
well, listen to this little snippet, and we will be right back, y'all. And welcome back.
Hi, bitch. I'm not gonna press it.
Vesta's got a new button and he cannot wait to use it.
I forgot to tell you.
Okay, so we are back and better than ever.
Yeah.
And so something that I mentioned in our last episode is something that we're going to actually start doing for the next couple of weeks, which is going through the interviews and sound bites that we got from WakandaCon and kind of re-examining them in kind of a deeper light.
Mm-hmm.
Or in a deeper fashion.
Right.
But first, as always, the disclaimer.
Oh, yeah.
Vesta and I are two loudmouths with some recording software, a couple of microphones, some extra time on the weekends, and a lot to say. We are not mental health professionals. If you feel like you need, professional help, please seek them out, not us, because we will point you to the professionals as well. With that in mind, since we are not professionals, please take what we say with a whole Arizona can of salt.
So what are we talking about today, Cam?
So, I know we spoke a little bit about depression before.
Yes.
But given that Tracy Kennedy, skincare extraordinaire, and
your local that bitch,
like in the best way possible,
really,
like.
I'm thinking of her feed.
You and me both. I'm trying not to get distracted because her feed just has me.
I just want some dick.
Stop putting her business out there. we don't need to broadcast that she's on Some Girls Need Love. Anyway,
yeah,
I actually really like that song.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna actually start off, like I said, with her clip first. And play that again, and then kind of actually meditate more on it instead of just playing them like Rapidash.
Roll the lever, Crunk.
All right, so we are here with Tracy Kennedy, skincare extraordinaire here at WakandaCon.
Hey.
And I've got my one question for her, which is, in 1 minute or less, explain or give us kind of a condensed version of your experience with mental health as a Black person in America.
I grew up in a very Christian Baptist home, and I had to deal with a lot of repression. I had to deal with a lot of self-degradation. There were points in my life where I literally swam in depression. And it took me to decide to get the help that I needed in order to be my best self, and to realize that there's so much power in my melanin. There's so much power within the woman that I am. And I couldn't see that until I decided to step outside of the social norms within the Black community and say, I need some help. I need some help in order to be great. And that's okay.
Well then.
Fuck.
My wig.
There you go. So that, every time we listen to that, it gives me chills each time.
It's ironic that there's a song that Beyonce just put out that's a line that she just said. There was a time in my life I literally swam in depression. One time I took a swim in the Nile.
Oh shit!
I swam all the way and didn't turn around, and I swear I didn't relax till I came down. I felt like Freebirds till I was stimulated now. Yeah. Wow. Hey, little baby, where you going? I'm not sure, but I know I'm still in motion. You seem regular. I'm seem regular. These streets make me take me out to the ocean. Come on now. To summarize all of that, that's just Nile, Kendrick, and Beyonce. That's real shit. I know Kendrick put a little bit more focus on possibly alcoholism, but that's all about depression and repression.
I need a minute. Jesus. And this is why I listen to albums multiple times and try to interpret the meanings behind their lyrics.
That's the reason
you're a lot better. You're a lot better at it, but that's because you write music.
Yeah.
So you can pick up on inferences and metaphors and allusions and such a lot quicker than I can. I can probably do it a bit more readily than the average person because English major.
True.
But still, I never even.
One time I took a swim in the Nile. I swam the whole way and didn't turn around, and I swear I didn't relax until I came down. I felt literally like Freebird, stimulated now.
You must have listened to that one a lot.
That's probably It used to be God is a Woman. I'm pretty sure Niall's on the top of my phone's most played now.
Because
it was on loop.
That when that beat drops though, there's some good Niall running through. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure he focuses on alcoholism, but the point is still the same.
I mean, depression can lead to alcoholism,
right? But one of his lines kind of hints at that to me. I could be wrong, but he says waistline on 40.
Senses on 4D.
Senses on 4D.
Okay.
4 dimensions. Like, I feel like that, and then also like 40 ounces. Like I always thought that was like a reference to all
double
those
entendre.
things. Yeah. Waistline on 40. Senses on 4D.
Okay. Which, by the way, that's a direct reference to people gaining weight when excessively drinking alcohol. Because, she makes you feel good, but she's full of calories too.
Right.
And Kendrick is tiny.
He sure is.
Isn't he like 5'4"?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a bottle of water because you're clearly being thirsty.
Kendrick is my husband.
Okay, fine. Then I get Winston Duke. Nope. If you don't get your polyandrous ass,
you are one to talk. You are one to talk. So anyway, what Tracy was saying, that's real shit though. Especially when she brought up in a Christian Baptist home. Threw me all the way back.
Because same.
I lived in the cusp of like the rest of the family's part of it, so we are too by extension, kind of. My mom was still religious. Like, she's still Christian. So was my father. Although I feel like he kind of dropped that. I don't know. Weird shit. But yeah, and raised in repression and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I heard what do you got to be depressed about?
What do you have to be
upset about? Where you got to be sad? Stuff like that. Like, it just the line that got me and part of the reason why I wanted to kind of go through these again and like really analyze them was that specific line of power in my melanin.
We'll take my power. My power.
I mean, we're both obsessed with that album, but we don't need Parkwood coming after. We do not need Parkwood saying like wigs and sphincters. Thank you.
Wigs and sphincters. Wow, I'm flaccid. But ow.
I fucking hate you. It just rolled off your damn Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to focus, and then Vesta's just like, "Wow, I'm flaccid."
Yeah, just woo.
Ooh, goodness,
turtled. So, but
can I bring up
why? Because there is.
Well, there's a specific reason why I wanted to bring that up.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in a much earlier episode about me dealing with a lot of internalized excuse me. Me dealing with a lot of internalized anti-blackness growing up. Especially given like the school that I went to start off with, which I was like one of 5 in my like graduating class, and one of maybe one of maybe 14 or 15 total.
Hate it.
In a school of less than 200.
Hate it. I always hated that growing up, but yeah.
So, being surrounded by that, and then, the friends that I kept in high school especially, had me moving as far, had me moving as far away from my blackness as possible, which kind of exacerbated my depression. And excuse me, now that I'm like in the process of trying to reacquaint myself with it, and trying to really learn who I am as a black person in this country,
come on,
it, in a way, like it's equal parts painful but empowering, because you learn the pain of the history,
right?
But see who we are at the same time.
Yeah. Mind the noise. My younger sister is not quiet.
But am I loud enough?
You're good.
Okay.
I can fix it.
I just look like a little itty bitty line.
Oh no, trust me, compressors work magic.
Mhm.
But yeah, there was a lot of like, see, I like that we come from two sort of different, not necessarily, well, yeah, backgrounds for sure, but the way our blackness came about in our lives, I feel like, and
Mhm.
as far as us learning it, because I knew I was black from a young age,
So did I.
but I had to deal with the fact that, am I black enough? Because yeah, I can have the manner, not the stereotype. I'm not trying, but like I know the music, I know the terminology, I know
The
the
dances.
AV, I knew some of the dances, and I know most of it, but I don't look like everybody else.
None of us know how to play spades.
Really, don't at me. But I don't look like it, so I had to deal with that for a long time. You know,
Mhm.
because it was this, I was one of 3 lighter skinned black people in my entire neighborhood, like in like a 5 mile span. I feel like
Mhm.
everyone else was either Pacific Islander or black and deeply melanated black.
Mhm.
And so I was always picked on I was the Oreo because I'm light skinned and
I hate
I'm
that
not fully
term.
black, and I like weird things that black people
Ugh.
just don't like.
I hate that. As a sidebar, I despise that term
Hmm.
and anything similar to it. You know, there's a guy I went to college with whose nickname was Potato for that exact reason,
Potato.
because he was brown on the
Oh
outside.
my god, I hate it.
And
I love potatoes.
he stuck with it.
Ew.
Yeah.
But
But I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to judge his journey. And
you don't have to because I will. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I hate that. I'm sorry. I really do. It just
Same.
stresses me out.
Oh no! Anytime somebody tries to call me, it tries to reference that, because I used to wear that designation as a mark of pride once upon a time, and it still kind of shows in how I speak.
Yeah.
But that
Even
also,
though eloquence and tone of voice does not equate to
whiteness.
blackness and whiteness.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
No. But between the gifted school that I grew up going to, where this is how everybody spoke, and having for a couple of years a drama coach that was very clear on enunciation.
I hate my ass. That's a whole tangent. I mean, not even open the door to that. I was gonna say how much I hated advanced and gifted and
Because it sets you up for failure.
hate it.
It sets you up for
Hated
failure.
it. What were those fucking classes called in high school that gave you college credits?
AP.
AP. Fuck all of them. Fuck all of them.
That's AP is arguable, because those classes are also done for college credit, getting you ahead. It's
But what
arguable.
for? Why?
So you don't have to spend as
Getting
much.
ahead
Hang on.
in the
Because you don't have to spend as much time or money in the college system if you take AP classes.
But the college system is flawed anyway, so you're best not even going. And that's the T.
And that's
Anyway.
that.
Ending that tangent right there. But yeah, like, it's very difficult depending on your societal surroundings, how you develop your. You know what? I've been trying to not say anything this entire time. My boyfriend's asleep in the background right now. He's got the cutest fucking snore, and I can't deal with it. Like he sounds like a puppy. Anyway, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna fawn over my boyfriend for everyone to hear. As he wakes up, I was just saying that your snore is adorable. You sound like a puppy. You're welcome. But train of thought, come back. I forgot my ticket.
Oreos.
That okay. Learning your blackness depends a lot on your upbringing and what you're brought into, and that jumped with me. I feel like because I went from going to a mostly black school to my mom. Love you, mom, so much. Happy 50th birthday. You look 27. I love you, but you kind of brought me into like a school that was not for me. I don't care how gifted it seemed, but you know what I mean? Like, just because it was mostly white. Hate it. In a white neighborhood. I don't belong there.
No. We should probably parse that terminology a little bit.
Like me as a person.
You can be any the fuck where you want to be.
I didn't fit in. I did not.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I said let's parse that terminology just a little bit.
I didn't fit into that. I can't. Same with like white neighborhoods. I don't fit in. I don't. My loud black ass.
Don't carry on, Vesta. I'm just glaring through the window, through the vent at your bitch ass neighbor that has the nerve to just stare at us.
Through the doorway.
Open face stare at us as we were getting out of my car to get.
And I'm like, yeah, I live here, bitch. Anyway, let me go back onto what Tracy was saying, because there was a couple things she said. Seeking the help that you needed, like, she brought herself to that. That's something that a lot of people cannot say.
Yeah, I can honestly say.
She took her fucking self. Like, I need some fucking help. I'm gonna go find it. On top of that being the mark of a strong ass woman, girl, Tracy, I love you so much. That is a feat.
That was one I couldn't do even. Like,
it took me a long time to do that.
My ex ended up helping me.
Right.
Because, like, I knew I needed help. Hell, I knew I needed help when I was, like, 11. Because that was when, like, looking back, that was probably when my depression really started to rear its ugly head.
Same.
Because I could have used 13, help back. I
yeah.
really could have used help then, but mental health stuff is for white people, according to some.
Oh, mental health was white shit.
But like, my ex ended up having to help me because, like, dealing with medical stuff throws my anxiety into fucking orbit.
You said medical stuff?
Yeah, dealing with medical stuff in general just throws my anxiety through the orbit. So even like trying to figure out, you know, what psych professional is in my network and close enough for me to drive to and so on and so forth was just freaking me out the entire time. And my ex ended up helping me out a lot to help me get my foot in the door. And once my foot was in the door, I could navigate relatively okay.
Right.
But it was just a matter of getting there. And some people, you know, have the, I don't want to use the word strength.
Strength and courage to do that. That's courage.
Yeah.
To get your ass up and say, I have a problem.
And I need help.
And
that's not to imply that anyone who hasn't done that is weak in any way.
Because it's hard.
It's difficult.
Insanely difficult.
And we each have our own path to walk.
Right. And then
I had help in getting that. I had help in getting
like,
my help.
Then we're just talking about depression and anxiety. Let it be something else on that spectrum. That's a whole different ballpark. On top of having the courage and, you know, and strength to get up and say you need help fixing it. Because of how frowned upon mental health is. In the black community.
Especially with us.
Yeah. Right.
Like I had a family member a few weeks ago, like, because I'm going through my own mental health journey now.
Yeah.
And I had a very closely related family member a few weeks ago say that, you know, they miss the old, they don't like the sassy, depressed me, that they miss the old me. And I'm just over here like, it's still me. I'm just not hiding how I feel for your comfort anymore. I will not hide how I feel for someone else's comfort. And you know what? That's not completely true. If somebody in my vicinity is struggling and I'm trying to help them, I'll do my best to put my struggles on the back burner.
That's different, though. That's different. Because that's you realizing that sometimes people need to have a focus on them.
Yeah.
And that's different than saying, I feel a certain way about this.
Yeah, like, I will not hide how I feel for your comfort.
Yeah, I stopped doing that a long time ago, and that caused a lot of problems in my family. All nonstop, since I was about 15 years old. When I came out, people were hot.
Yeah.
And then touching on her Christian Baptist home, I came out as atheist. When I said that, I came out as atheist. I announced I was atheist. Try telling a religious ass black family you're atheist.
Yeah, so you're gonna have somebody in the background going, "Oh, shabba dabba da."
Shabba dabba da.
But yeah, I don't even touch on subjects outside of my sexuality all that often to my mother for that exact reason.
Yeah, because you know how it's going to go. You know how it's going to go. Yeah.
This is also a concrete case of picking your battles.
Yeah.
And this is not one I feel like fighting.
I agree. The same with my mother in a way, because she does this on her own, but we like don't really talk about religion.
That sign means name. I'm just reminding you.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, crossroads, the path to righteous. What?
Cross. Anyway.
She damn it! You sang that and it threw me off because my brain started singing it.
It's because it's a classic.
True, but okay. Yeah, but she absolutely denies. Will vehemently never talk to me about religion.
Probably for the better.
So yeah, solely because I remember when I made a Facebook. When I first made Facebook and I put that out as I'm a gay man and I was atheist, demanded I change it to a straight Christian. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Because I'm finna lie to make our judgmental ass family comfortable, and that's that on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like mine is listed as agnostic atheist, because you know that we're getting
I believe
really
in the power of Ra. Moot. Atum. Nefties, Nagaback, Sawback, Sackman. Soka, Anubis, Anuki.
Why are you like this?
Because you think you have friends in high places with the power to put us on the run.
Anyway,
well, give us this
can we get back
on our faces.
Can we get back to...
You know what power is when we are done.
Well, the other reason I wanted to bring this up while Vesta's over there being extra is there's a relatively old article that surfaced. This is actually an article from last year.
Okay.
About how depression has a tendency to surface in black boys younger than other demographics. And I don't know, like I mentioned earlier, I can very strongly point to when I was around 10 or 11. That was when I can very strongly remember
for me,
when mine started to surface.
Yeah.
Because, and I know a part of that was environmental factors, and it just kept compounding and compounding. Because it started off with us moving from, urban Chicago to more suburban Chicago. And me having to change schools and lose all my friends and stuff, and had to go to the local school for the other half of the year, which was absolute chaos because I went from a gifted program to a standard program. One, America, our local schools are shit.
Yep, fix them.
Well, let me amend that. No. They're not shit. It just depends on where you are, because property taxes pay for schools and education and stuff, which is why people in impoverished areas have shittier education.
Yep.
It's all by design. But no, the school that I went to, my God, they put me, I whenever the 8th grade 2 doors down was having math class, I walked over to the 8th grade to have math because the 6th grade math class was too simple for me. I'm sitting here going, I am bored to tears.
Literally.
I was doing this in 3rd grade. Why am I here?
Even saying that, though, I was never a scholar.
I mean, neither was or am I. But the thing is that I was already doing mid-grade algebra in 6th grade, and then they put me on pre-algebra, low-level pre-algebra.
Stress.
And I'm sitting here
I know.
I'm acing every test.
I know this.
I'm literally, I would finish a test in 5 minutes, and the rest of the class would take a half an hour, and I'm just sitting here just looking at the teacher. Who, by the way, Miss Julian, if you're still teaching, I still stan you, because she, the rest of the class was trash, but she was one of my favorite teachers. But I was just finish the test, hand it over, and just sit down and just twiddle my thumbs. Because I was bored.
I've never actually seen anybody twiddle their thumbs before.
I was also 11.
Oh, yeah, fair.
But, because I had nothing else to do. But, that combined with my parents having all sorts of marital problems and not keeping it behind closed doors, combined with other stuff that I'm not going to put out on Beyonce's internet.
Beyonce's dial up.
But other stuff happening around that same point in time that was causing all sorts of issues and just compounding, and me starting to come to terms with my budding sexuality at that time.
Ooh.
All of that combined all at once, and yeah, I got to a point where I was just pretending to be happy to keep people from asking me what was wrong, because anytime I was saying something was wrong, I was getting told that, well, that mental shit is for white people.
And that's, yeah, that pretty much sums that up.
And you get into that state of mind at such a formative age.
Yeah.
And it just stays.
Yeah.
So here I am, in way overpriced therapy, trying to undo everything that was happening.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, I distinctly remember around 10 or 11. So
12. Yeah.
Is there anything specific, or is just your brain being an asshole?
There's a lot. Parents divorce. Violent. I think that was it. That was what really did it. What started it. Me being gay as hell. And family not allowing it. And I'm like, can allow my foot up your ass. Those two, and then I'm trying to think of anything else repressed in the back of my head, but I don't think so. The main two I can think of off the top of my head that were really starting to fuck things up with me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, with that whole going to the local school thing,
yeah.
The local school was extremely largely Black and Latino, and me coming from a largely white and advanced school to jumping straight to a largely Black and Latino school, I felt so out of place.
You did the opposite that I did.
I did not make a single friend. Well, no, that's a lie. There is exactly one person two people I still talk to from that school. One of which doesn't count because she's my cousin. And the other I still talk to, and she's flourishing with her 2 kids and, trying to make a life for herself being a welder. Not going to say your name or anything, but if you're listening, I see you.
Come on, welder. Come on. Sickening. All right.
But I'll show you a picture of her later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, beyond that, nothing.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't relate to anybody, because I feel like there was a part of the Black experience that I missed out on by not spending the majority of my time around us.
Mm-hmm.
And so working
and
on...
I forced myself to be around that. I forced it in me. Because I didn't have that for a long time. Well, I had it to an extent because of my father and mother sometimes with music and TV. But that was it, really? And then I had to kind of find my own way through it. But, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like these interviews from WakandaCon, there's going to be a lot of material we can glean from them.
True.
Because there was so much that was said in so little time.
Right. True. So much.
The big two being Tracy and David. Because we could have a whole month-long dissertation on David's stuff.
David out here with just here, you want some knowledge?
I'm still glad I didn't say a minute or less for his.
Right. Because you would have to limit his wisdom, because that was iconic and amazing. What are you breaking?
Nothing.
What did you knock over?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. I've seen that smile before, by the way. It's cute. Can't think of anything else.
So shall we end it here then?
Yeah. For this next musical break, we have a song called Feel. What's the name of the album? It's off of Mr. Fahrenheit's Thrill EP album, off of a record label that's trash. But listen, fuck that label. They've asked me to work with them too.
No.
Yeah, and I was like, you remember? It was headed by that one bitch Who said? Yeah, that's the head of the label.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I accidentally hit my mic.
Said I looked like a terrorist because I had a beard without a mustache, and then promptly turned around and said, "You can thank the country that you have Trump and Muslims are taking over Germany." Yeah, all that shit. And I'm like, wow. So this is why your music's trash. Got you.
Bye.
So anyway, it's off of Mr. Fahrenheit's Thrill EP, one of the best that he's ever made. Yeah, enjoy it.
Enjoy it, and we will return.
Hello. Are you ready yet? All right, cool.
Bitch!
So,
Nigga not letting me text. Hell.
So, we're at the nerd section culture? The nerd culture section.
Trying to catch me off guard and you ain't even got your words marshaled together.
When do I ever have my words marshaled together? I stumble over my own words singing my own songs.
We need to do like some vocal warm-ups for that. Some mama made me mash my M&M. Mama made me mash my M&M.
Let's not be extra.
That's half the fucking appeal, bitch. Like, if we're not being extra, what's the point of the show? I mean, one of the taglines is occasionally do the most.
True. All right. So what are we talking about?
So Vesta got to go be sickening at the Renaissance Fair. I couldn't go because I'm still technically out of commission, which I'm more than moderately upset about.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a good day. I somehow survived.
You got so many pictures taken of you.
I survived that. Like, I had a turkey leg, and that's it.
Wow.
I had a small, disgusting almond milk version of like the vanilla frappuccino from a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
They make almond milk versions now. It tastes like asshole, like unbleached asshole. No, actually, no, it tastes like bleached asshole. Anyway, but we got there. It was fun. We caught the opening parade, processional.
Yeah,
one of those two. So we got so at the very end. All these people looked amazing. First of all, like
this weekend was steampunk weekend, by the way.
Which, okay, girl. I love steampunk, but SPG wasn't there, so it really wasn't steampunk weekend. Just saying. So
steam powered giraffe, for those who don't know.
What was I gonna say? Was one of your partners? Was he part of the Queen's Guard holding up the giant spears? In the procession, was that what he did? I'd have to ask.
Last year.
Yeah, is that what he did though?
I think.
Oh shit! Because they were all hot. I'm like, that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very end, the Queen comes in riding on her horse, and I bow because I'm in character. I'm Regin, the Dark Fae Prince. Regin, REGIN.
Regin, the Dark Fae Prince.
And what, bitch?
Nothing. Carry
I have
on.
a character bio and everything.
So we're making a D&D character.
Region. I bowed to her, and she nods her head to me, and she goes, "Good day and good dressings, Your Majesty." And you know what?
Bitch! My wig.
I could have just died right there, and I would have not felt bad about it. The Queen of Renware said, "Good day and good dressings, Your Majesty."
Translation: Queens recognize queens.
Real shit. Real shit.
Yeah, we'll post.
So after that happened, and I started gagging, and Keith.
Carry on.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he's been here before. And Keith was
In his usual Viking gear.
dying laughing at me.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I was-
It's like, oh my god. I can't wait until next time because I'm gonna help you do up some makeup to go with it.
No,
Really?
barefaced. Regent ain't got time to put makeup on.
You don't want to at least do like some eyeshadow and some contour,
No,
similar to
'cause I feel like that's the reason Blue Diamond looked like she smoked a fat blunt at Wakanda Con because the eyeshadow's in my eye.
that's
So
so.
I looked amazing barefaced anyway.
I was gonna say at least like do a little bit of contour around the cheeks.
No,
and stuff.
it's what a beard's for.
Okay.
I might try the face jewelry that I bought that I didn't actually wear this time, but I'll try it and
So
see.
say, if you're gonna do it, make sure you like clean the hell out of your skin
Yeah.
and hit it with a dab of spirit gum too. Because
I have a spirit. I have
I was
spirit.
gonna say because that basic ass
Yeah.
shit is gonna stick for us.
The lady I bought it from, she looked at that, she looked at me, and I'm like, I'm wearing it outside to rent it. She's like, she like went to the back and grabbed the smallest thing of Pros. This is $3. You're gonna need that.
Yeah, because if you don't get that spirit gum, that shit's gonna fall off a smooth 10 minutes after you get past the gate.
Right. So, we get to the gate. We look at all the absolutely amazing, beautiful shops. Our other friends were looking for the absinthe bar, even though they had no reason drinking that early, especially absinthe of all things.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right. I got to post with the absinthe fairy, the green fairy, who was wandering around. Apparently, I think it was wherever she was, they could sell the absinthe. So she moved from like alcohol booth to alcohol booth.
Interesting.
And if she was there, they were
Must be
selling
some
absinthe.
weird Wisconsin law or something.
I'm like, I thought that was cool. And she was Muse, the Fayar, and it was really cool. I liked it.
Did you see the meat woman?
I did not. We were looking for her.
I'm upset because
But we did see Mooney. And Mooney out here glowing up. He got the big stage.
Mm-hmm.
He was hilarious.
As
he
always.
always is. I love him so much. That happened.
La 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 la.
Oh my god. Mooney is amazing. I couldn't get to talk to him though. I wanted to. I wanted to be like, hey, remember me from last year? I have a beard now.
Oh yeah, you did.
I was clean shaven last year. I looked like a fool.
Mm-hmm. Now that you've followed,
Level up.
excuse me. Now that you followed my advice,
It was
don't mind me choking on my own spit.
like I said, really cool. It was beautiful. Got asked so many times to take pictures. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect. There are people who look so much better than me. I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
really asked me to take pictures?
Because your costumes look amazing. Don't be modest, bitch.
I had a really good time. I got a fan. I said I was gonna buy a staff, but I didn't even go into their
Yeah.
building. And I might go because it'll be the last weekend and it might be discounted
Mm-hmm.
because I get paid again.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can afford it.
I wanna go again just to go again.
Mhm.
Like I got everything that I wanted because per tradition I got my magnet
Yeah.
and my D20
Mm-hmm.
and I saw Mooney. Those are the 3 things I do the first time I go to Ren Fair every year.
I just need to walk around and see. I need to take more pictures this time.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many places to take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many fine men. So many. There was so post editing Vesta. Everybody tell Kay in the comments to calm the fuck down. All right, bye.
Sorry about that, y'all. I was handing Vesta some water
Bitch,
because he's
fuck
clearly
you.
being thirsty.
So anyway. So,
I know, good and goddamn well, yo.
oh, my mama would whoop my ass. Yeah, it was really nice. I survived somehow. Like I said, I had like half a bottle of water, coffee, and a turkey leg, and I was alive until I got home. And then I crashed.
Still.
That outfit came straight off, and it was just like, every woman.
It's all in me.
Everything you wanna. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that nice volume spread, though. Look, bitch.
What else happened that I'm trying to remember?
You took like an you need to make that one picture I sent back to the group. You need to make that your new profile photo because
I already did.
Good, because it's sickening.
So the one thing I hated though, I used this leaf string from Amazon. It looks so great for about 2:30, like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then I squatted down in one picture. The picture I have it. I squatted down, I heard it pop. I was like, oh shit. Because it was wrapped around my waist on top of the regular belt I had on. And then it was wrapped around my waist and I tucked little pieces of leaf string around my waist so it hung down over the skirt. I felt that shit pop and I lost every single piece after that. So only the one in the middle survived. I'm like, oh shit. But now I am going to do an alternative. It's probably not going around my waist again. It might. I have a little bit left. I'll do one long one around my waist, and then I'll do different things around my arms this time. So that'll be fun. Where did I go? I don't remember. There's a lot of amazing costumes that beat mine by a long shot.
Bitch!
Listen, mine was Value Village and the dollar store. Just kidding.
No, yours is sickening.
People really want to know what the fuck the crown was. I'm like, y'all ain't seen zip ties before? And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. The headband and zip ties. And like some
beads.
Really...
And beads.
No, they're like really like cut like squared pieces of like reflecting tape and plastic wrap.
So basic.
My mama got crafty.
And it looks sickening.
It's just hanging on the wall now, just as a reminder of that bitch that I always will be. And that's pretty lit.
If you do blue again, you should totally do a blue version of that crown.
That'd be pretty lit. I've seen a cosplayer do it before though, with the zip ties and they painted it blue. It was really pretty.
Or do one of those as like a drag cosplay for white.
I've seen them do that for white too. Yeah.
And just have the 5 specific points.
No, what they did was like it was a bunch of really small zip ties. That was one level, and then they in between like 3 or 4 of them they did the big points, but it was like small, medium, large, medium, small for like the points. So it made them, even though it was just all zip ties still. It was sickening. I got a really pretty like real feather fan and an onyx gem to go on it. It was like $27, I think. I didn't actually splurge like I thought I would, and I'm really proud because I actually have money to survive for the next 2 weeks.
Golf claps.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. I can't wait to go back. I was with a Viking, a fairy, and a steampunk man. Another fairy and a steampunk man. It was fun.
Yeah, and our Viking buddy with his period proper attire.
Just absolutely amazing. He's gorgeous. Keith, you're amazing. I love you.
Let me see.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I unfortunately don't really have much in my nerd culture section, though. There is somebody who is stepping up to ask to play Storm for the MCU. Which, let me actually pull up the article to make sure I've got her name right, because I'm 90% sure I typed it wrong in the outline. Her first name is Yetide. And just look, have you looked at the picture of her?
Yeah.
Because
she's from American Gods. I know exactly who she is.
Yetide Badaki.
She played like a succubus or sex demon on American Gods. She was sickening.
I didn't actually look at this article. I need this to happen.
What? When is it a picture or something? Yeah, that's her on American Gods.
I'm here for it.
She was sickening. I loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down for her. That's a good casting choice.
It's an excellent casting choice. I hope it happens.
Watch her ass show up in the second Black Panther at the end. And it's gonna be like, Nakia, girl, you got some competition.
Mm-hmm. Imagine her just walking in with do we want Mohawk Storm? Do we want Silk Press Storm?
No, the one from wherever was the Capcom. Like Beyonce wig Storm.
So Silk Press Storm.
That's not Silk Press.
But you know what I mean, though.
Silk Press Storm is X-Men Evolution.
Silk Press Storm is the original animated series.
That is not a Silk Press. that is several wigs on top of each other.
As I accidentally type stop instead of storm because you need to stop. Because
I'm actually gonna Google her up.
okay, so that's what she looked like.
Yeah, that.
So
not a Silk Press. Not a Silk Press. That is so much yaki in there. that is an Indian yaki blend. A lace undetectable.
Pay no attention to the lace on my forehead.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I honestly don't really have much on my nerd stuff. Honestly, all of my nerd stuff has been, pushed aside by the why the fuck you lying suicide and the myriad of shootings over the past couple weeks.
Yeah, true.
So unfortunately, I'm kind of dry. I did get into. I'm gonna be getting into the Spider-Man DLC soon.
Is there another one?
The 3 that already came out.
Oh.
I'll
what
be getting
was
into
that? The Silver Sable one, the Black Cat one,
and something with the Magia family.
Oh, okay, I heard that one's boring.
But
yeah,
I'm kind of excited to get into them. I do like the fact that Insomniac continues to add more and more suits to the game because they actually added the black and red costume that Tom Holland Spidey wears in Far From Home.
That movie was sickening.
I still haven't seen it.
That movie is amazing. It was so good. Mysterio was done so much justice. What? Not even on top of the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Holland definitely fucked. They fucked. Hardcore. No. When you watch the video, I had to find the videos. They fucked consistently. I'll find it. I'll show you afterwards.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a smooth 30 years older than Tom Holland.
Okay, some of the men I've been with are 40 years older than me. What? Coin is coin.
Boy.
Random things that I can talk about.
Oh, by all means.
Disney Plus, their streaming service. They're actually announcing a bundle where you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. I don't know that last one.
I don't know her.
For $13.
Yeah, shiny.
So I might just
Cop that.
Yeah, and drop one of them. I haven't decided.
Drop your Hulu.
Well, I'm gonna get it back anyway.
But I mean, if you drop your Hulu and then
it's probably added on though. Like this thing, if you add extra, you get Disney Plus and that. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But I might just drop Hulu in general for Disney Plus because I'm not gonna use Hulu or ESPN.
I mean, Hulu does have
Cloak and Dagger and Steven Universe, yeah. But I can find both of those. What else we got?
Yo ho.
In an act of mediocrity, Lego, the company, has made a Friends apartment set, with the characters in the apartment. Because we love garbage.
We love mediocre shows based on better black shows that still have yet to die, even though that corpse has been moldy for a while now. Stop trying to make Friends happen.
The big old Crisis. The
Crisis on Infinite. I'm so excited for that.
Kevin Conroy is older Bruce Wayne,
which I'm going to.
Which
gag.
means Terry's in it.
I'm going to gag.
Terry's in it, and I'm excited.
Ooh, who would play Terry?
Someone talented, I hope, because DC ain't been doing too well lately.
Ooh. And that's
I'm excited for that.
Who would you want to play Terry? I guess is the better question.
What's his name from who played Hero in Big Hero 6?
The actual person that
Yeah,
played
the
him?
actual person.
I'd have to see. I don't know his name offhand.
I'll find him.
You know who would be an interesting choice? Probably not the best, but an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
Taron Egerton.
Give me 1 second. I need to find who. Okay, who played him? There he is, Ryan Potter. That's his name. He plays Beast Boy on that fucking travesty of a show, but I want him to be Terry.
Okay, I can see it.
He's got the chops for it. Especially now that he's older. I need to find an older picture of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah, I can see it. I can
Ryan
definitely see
Potter
it.
would be my Terry.
Well, because
I need to know who plays Ink. If Ink ever showed up for like a cameo or anything.
who would you want to play Ink?
Don't know. That's hard. Ink is one of my favorite villains of all time.
You know who Taron Egerton is, though, right?
I think so. Let me see.
There you go. What are you, boy?
So anyway,
Are you being
Just
thirsty?
kidding. No, I'm gonna say. So
Are you?
anyway,
I mean, I could completely understand, especially after him being in Rocket Man.
oh yeah, that is
'Cause
him. I forgot he was.
He's got thighs.
Okay, so anyway, what else before we go into the last few? Because I was on my. There's a new Cooking Mama game.
Who? Oh.
I'm excited. Smallville's Lex Luthor is going to be in crisis. Yeah, I know.
Don't mind me, y'all. I was showing Vesta why Taron Egerton and stuff and things. That, like, the Crisis on Infinite Earths, I can't wait.
Samurai Showdown versus Soul Calibur. That's going to be interesting.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? How have I not heard about this?
They're putting a bunch of characters into Soul Calibur from Samurai Showdown.
Okay, interesting. I may have to get the DLC.
King of Fighters, whatever number that is.
12.
Yeah, or whatever.
Is it, wait, is it Roman numerals?
Yeah, XV.
15.
As if we needed any more of that. Yeah, Kevin Conlon.
Samurai Showdown, though, in Soul Calibur, I may have to dust that game back off and remind you hoes what the fuck time it is, because I am still that bitch on Soul Calibur. You can at me if you want. My gamer tag is the exact same as my Twitter handle. Come at me.
Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. Okay, girl.
Who? I don't know her. I've never been a big Ghostbusters fan, though.
I love the original.
I just love that the Redux with all the ladies made all the nerds mad.
True.
Like, I don't even care if it was a decent movie or not. I just live for Schadenfreude. Which, I mean, that's not total Schadenfreude, but it's pretty close. Or is it Schadenfreude?
There's actually like a lot to cover.
Really?
That's not even interesting.
Like I said, my entire newsfeed has been...
Yes, Russie Taylor.
Who?
The voice of Minnie Mouse for all these years. She passed away recently.
May she rest in peace. Pour one out.
Doom 2, and Doom 3 Stealth are all on Nintendo Switch now.
Doom 3 what?
Stealth.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Why is there stealth?
Because apparently Doom thought they were
clearly
worth the
coin.
next installment.
Who asked for that? Doom has never been a stealth game.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy TV show. Don't need it. Well, actually, that would be interesting. Let's see.
I can take it or leave it. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Are you done
Vin
finding
Diesel is
things?
going to be Riddick 4. Yeah.
That was a choice.
The whole series is a choice.
Hey, the first two were... I actually liked the first two.
Why? What for?
Decent action,
And
decent concept.
They were? Okay. And then Dora the Explorer has a trailer, not watching it.
I actually want to see that movie.
I want to see the movie. I just don't want to watch the goddamn trailer because I saw Swiper in it, and I don't want to. I don't want that spoiled for me.
I genuinely want to see that movie. And there's like a little side note that the cast of that movie is predominantly Latino.
I'm hyped for that. Like, that's lit. I'm glad they did that.
Yes, please. Also, one of my faves is in it.
Who?
Michael Pena.
Who is he? The dad?
I think so.
Yeah, her dad.
He gives me cute goofball energy.
Yeah, a lot of the. Ooh.
Oh no! Why are you making?
I was gonna be shady.
Oh, please do.
I'll say your type is pretty much goofy, not in a bad way, but not in the shady black auntie way, but like they're actually goofball.
See, that has a different meaning because I'm from Chicago.
What?
Goofy?
Yeah, like I said, not in the shady black auntie way. Because that's why are you acting so damn goofy? Yeah, like that's like bit. Okay, so last two things. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is the dad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or is he Diego?
No,
I know Diego's in it.
Yeah, Diego's in it. I don't know if he's the dad or Diego. But
yeah,
either way, he can get it.
True.
Oh, he's from Chicago originally, actually.
That does not surprise me. Have you seen him telling the fucking recaps of the movies? Like, that's Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Last two things. Runaways is having a crossover with Cloak and Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
The fucking button!
Thank you, Jenna Marbles. I love you. You're an icon. I'm excited for that. And then the last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Arena. Miss Venti.
Oh, right. We need to talk.
She came out with this song
called Boyfriend.
To just announce that she was fucking
somebody.
That dude from
Social
Urban Outfitters, or whatever their name is. It's Thank You Next.
Ma'am.
We can hear you.
Ma'am. You literally sampled your...
We can hear you. We heard you. Same chord progression.
Same everything.
You did the same runs.
No.
She did the same run. Listen. Thank you next. Boyfriend. Exact same run.
Wow.
Exact.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
So like before we started recording, Vesta and I were just like pulled up the instrumental of that song
and started singing "Thank You Next" and it fit
perfectly.
Almost perfect.
Well, almost.
Even
perfect.
though that intro was like
it was slowed down a little.
It's hard to figure out where to start singing with that intro playing.
Yeah.
The Transformers Pornhub sounds.
Transformers Pornhub.
Yeah.
I'm going home. Actually, hang on. Carry on. I need to take a quick break. Actually, can we take a 10-second break?
Oh my god.
All right, yo.
So as I was saying about Arena.
Yeah, sorry, we had to pause so I could take my antibiotic because your boy is still on antibiotics for a while.
Yeah, I'm not happy that she really did just re-release Thank You Next.
Pretty much.
With her not boyfriend.
I don't even want
boyfriend.
But yeah, we were literally humming Thank You Next over it and it fit.
I'm like, okay, girl. You're at the top of your game, don't flop. Don't flop. Don't do it.
She's probably running out of self-tanner. I mean, like, you need that in order to keep the creativity going.
So,
like people sampling themselves.
It's not even a sample. She just tried to write it off as a new song, and it's not. So,
well,
anything else to talk about?
I do indeed have something the fuck else to talk about. Let me find it. I hate it.
No, you don't. Because so do I. I have a lot to.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a minor one. Which this is less of a rant, more of a Katy Perry lost a lawsuit. Oh God, where the fuck is it?
Fuck you, bitch. I can't stand her. I hate it.
Well, cause like basically she swiped her the music progression for Dark Horse. Mm-hmm. From a lesser-known Christian rapper who did it first.
That thing, yeah.
And lost a cool $2.6 million off it, which I'm honestly already here for.
True.
But no, that's not what I'm ranting about. Right now, and there's a multitude of things, and I think Vesta and I will bounce back and forth. Lena Dunham. Lena fucking Dunham. She's a mediocre white quote-unquote feminist who has a penchant for being upset that men aren't attracted to her.
Oh.
Who had the nerve to to try to just kiss Brad Pitt out of the fuck nowhere as if he was even attracted to her. Girl, that is literal assault.
That's assault.
I mean, I know that you kind of have a practiced hand at it since you used to do that to your sister too. But Jesus fucking Christ, show some respect over the for other people's personal space, especially somebody who's like twice your age. First off, and second off, have you seen the picture of her trying to kiss him? He looks like he's like, oh hey, there's somebody over there. She's just like girl. Read the fucking room, read the people, read the body language. If he was actually into you for something like that, don't you think he would have been leaning a little closer, maybe closing his eyes, maybe lowering his voice a little bit as he was saying something to you? Like that?
Yeah.
Because that's generally what people do before a kiss happens.
True.
Like, how hard is it to read that somebody's not into you? I mean, girl, people aren't really that into you.
Really?
Your I'm a chubby white woman shtick was old before it even started. So I don't even know why you're here or why you even made some kind of a name for yourself off of being something like that. I mean, does it have to, like I said, she flat out said in her book that she used to fondle her younger sister.
Creepy. Wrong.
But I guess since it's past somebody's statute of limitations, she can't be prosecuted for it, which is a whole other side of load of bullshit.
Right.
Like, I'm not here for her. She needs to... She, at this point, can eat ass with ranch and a side of fuck you. And a shot of Malort just for fun.
Oh, okay. Is that it for yours?
That's one.
You have multiple.
I've got multiple, but you go right ahead, because I need to find my other one.
All right, so... If you have me on Facebook, you are...
Oh, I'm here for this. Let me tie my hair back.
I will not cease. I will not hesitate to drag you to film.
Sorry.
I won't hesitate, bitch. So, someone posted a status on Beyonce's dial-up countdown.
May I read it? Or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. They posted this.
If you have an OnlyFans page, you're basically showing your ass to the world for $10 a month. That's a roll of quarters.
So clearly no one subscribed to this person's OnlyFans. And someone was like, it's valid work though. An outlet for the indie porn industry, but with the ability to make some coin. Definitely not for me, but I can see why people do it, or I can see the appeal. They go, it's like America's Funniest Home Videos, but for porn filmed on shitty smartphones. Which clearly I don't know who you're subscribing to.
I don't know why you're exposing yourself.
I was like, ooh, how about that? But I don't know why you're like, I don't know who you're subscribing to. All the OnlyFans I've been subscribed to are professional.
He's mad he's taking his pictures on an iPhone 5C and hoping for the best.
And then someone's like, honestly, I think that's some of the appeal of amateur porn in general, which is why I prefer over studio stuff. Same. But with bad camera and back angle quality, they're making the jokes. This is telling of this person's qualities right away. I prefer studio stuff. Alright, so you're trash. Let me not lie.
I mean, studio stuff has its place.
No, it doesn't. The garbage is its place.
By and large, but...
shout out to you, Rod Rods.
Why are we shouting out porn sites? I mean, we're both adults.
It doesn't even exist anymore, but shout out to it.
I mean, like, we're both legal adults, and this is an adult podcast, but
which
still.
We're apparently categorized under sex under Spotify, so we might as well just live in the title. So then, where is the long... Okay, so then after that, people were like, you're wrong, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
Right, you're wrong, but all right. So then they posted this status.
Prostitution is not a job. The inside of a woman's body is not a workplace.
This is a queer black male. Like, he's gay. So then everybody came for that ass.
Good.
Sex work is work. He put the crying laughing emoji and said, no, it isn't. And I don't know why it's normalized the way it is. Someone else is like, if she's doing it with her own free will, it ain't none of my business. Bam. That's the point he needs to take. And it says, what she does to make money, it's none of it, what she does to make money, not my job, not my money. Bam. And someone's like, if you do what you got to do or do what you want to do, hey, anything someone does to provide is a job. just because you don't approve of it doesn't make it any less valid. That. Someone else went on again for that ass. I swear, America needs to give it the rest of the world. This is the only country who has a problem with sex. This is like the only country who has an issue with sex work. I don't think anyone grows up wanting to be a prostitute. Some people don't have any other option, and you don't know why they do what they do either. So why are you so worried about it? Someone else is like, I love when people know next to nothing about stuff and form opinions about it. That was my favorite. And then someone said, okay, I'm not reading that. So then they went on tangents like, it's not a job. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. It's my Facebook. Facebook hates you all anyway. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're still wrong. Maybe people would have more respect for women if they have respect for themselves. Literally said that. So then at that point, someone was like, it's the oldest job in the world, which, yeah, it is. So then I came out and I said something shady. I didn't screen cap that comment in time, unfortunately. But then they went, if you don't like what I say on my Facebook, fucking delete me. To which I say, or just don't be loud and wrong. Mm-hmm. To which he replied, how is an opinion wrong? Get the fuck off my page, bro. Like, who are you? An opinion is an opinion. If you can't take a joke, carry the fuck on. To which I replied, glad you know your opinions are a joke. Save me a lot of talking.
You big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
How are you so wrong?
And so loud.
So wrong. We get it.
Nobody subscribes.
No one subscribes to your OnlyFans.
And you're upset.
You're mad about it.
And that's okay. I understand it.
Not anybody can be Rainy Mars or Chino Black.
Yeah, and not all of us have the ability to suck the chrome off a bumper. Yes, Vesta?
Mm-hmm. The bumpers come with chrome on them? I didn't know that. Anytime I came into contact with them, they never had any. Bitch. Oh, I didn't play. Yeah, I did. Okay. But how you really just went so many different directions. First, you were talking about OnlyFans, and then you were talking about prostitution, and then you went and said people have more respect for women. Oh, so men aren't prostitutes? Let's start with that. So men don't prostitute. Men aren't escorts?
I mean, we get that your escort service doesn't get any hits, so I understand why you're mad.
Because you look like a foot with 2 teeth. You look dusty.
Like, what is with these men informing these ashy ass opinions? Like, girl, Jergens can be bought at just about every store.
Your posts just look like Snowfall in The Wizard of Oz. You had no reason formulating your dog booty hole lips to spew the shit that you said in those comments. Like, you really thought that you were somebody. And Aaliyah said no. Because she had to find out who that somebody was anyway. So
he had the nerve to dust himself off and try again.
And failed.
Like,
just
here's the thing.
Sex work is work. Start there.
Yeah.
Sex workers work. It's valid work. And just because just because you can get it for free doesn't mean it's the same shit you're going to get for paying for it.
Exactly.
So, start with that. Because I've just given some sex workers some money every once in a while. Even if I don't buy their shit, I just throw it at them.
Because they deserve.
They deserve it. Because most of the time they're fucking sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand how much it takes for you to be in your most vulnerable state of being for money, for profit?
Exactly.
And willingly? Because it's frowned upon because sex trafficking and,
between sex trafficking and people's high opinion of sex.
Right, like that. Like, people merge the two of like that and like actual sex work. They lump it together and view it all as bad. When it's like, no. It's a valid form of, on top of expression, because, sexuality is a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You think guns will kill you. Get a woman with some puss on a man.
And some sickening platforms.
And not even that. Ariana wrote a whole song about it. God is a woman.
Oh.
By the time I hop up off this dick, you're going to think God is a women.
Stop.
You're going to think God is a women. Because pussy is just...
Amy.
And the dick, too. I mean, but you know.
Dick has no value.
So...
Or at least his.
This is why the podcast is tagged with sex.
Okay, so anyway, that's all I have to say. I love reading people on Facebook because everybody enjoys it.
Your reads on Facebook are timeless.
Yeah.
That ashy wig clop itself up.
Oh
to make
yeah,
that
somebody called Peter. I heard your wig clop its ass up before you made this comment. That's one of my favorites.
Okay. My second one though, because whew. Okay. So
just cracked everything. It's so gross. Go on.
So let me. Okay. In addition to the, whole host of shootings that have been happening over the past week and change, there's also a very widely publicized ICE raid on Coke Foods, however you say it.
Cochrane.
Roughly 600 employees were pulled from the floors. Some of them actually did end up going back to their families because they were like, hi, I'm from here, what the fuck?
Right.
Even though ICE has a tendency of just grabbing any brown person off the street.
Yeah.
Including, actually no, that I'll get to that in a second. So here's the gag. Coke Foods lost a lawsuit against their employees for what, like 2.3, I forget if it was million or billion, but it wasn't no small amount of money. They lost that lawsuit against their employees and then turned around and called ICE on their employees, getting rid of a huge chunk of them, and then turned around, went to the Mississippi Department of Employment, who tweeted out that they were having a job fair. Are humans that disposable? That y'all, like, this is the epitome of being a sore loser.
Right.
Like, literally, I'm taking my ball and going home. But in this case, my ball is your employment. I'm removing your employment. Hell, I'm going to try to kick you out of the country because I lost a lawsuit that I probably shouldn't have even been, doing something to cause the lawsuit in the first place. But bitches are so busy fucking focused on profit margins and such that they're going to actually exploit people to get there. So they're going to call ICE, get a bunch of these people kicked out of the company for God only knows what, and half of them didn't even have a reason to have ICE called on them. Then turn around, have the nerve to still have higher ups working there who hired the undocumented workers in the first place, probably paying them less than the actual citizens of this country because they can get away with it because those undocumented workers don't have social security numbers and such. Mm-hmm. So you're already making bank by not paying these people what they're actually worth. Turn around, call ICE on them when they do something you don't fucking like, and then have the fucking nerve to actually post up that, hey, we're having a job fair because we got rid of all those brown people. Fuck you.
I just turned the compressor up on your channel. Now I gotta figure out how the fuck I'm just gonna manually turn it down. Do you know how loud that was? I get it though. I'm just picking on you. I love Street Fighter death sounds.
Speaking of ICE, which literally fuck ICE. ICE needs to go away. I don't care if you're an employee or not. You are literal trash for working for or supporting ICE. Don't at me. This is not an argument. But there is now somebody who died in Baghdad.
Yeah.
Directly because of their actions.
Yeah.
He wasn't even born. It would be different. I hesitate to say I would recognize that with an iota of legitimacy, but there is none.
Right.
His parents were born in Iraq. They came over here.
Oh, yeah.
When he was, if I remember correctly, he was actually born in Greece.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
They came over here when he was like 6 months old. This is the only country he's known. He didn't know a lick of Arabic.
Right.
He was also a type 1 diabetic. Mm-hmm. It's Iran. I honestly mix those two up because they're literally one letter of a difference.
Yeah.
And they're used so interchangeably by people who don't care about brown people. But the fact of the matter is he got deported to his parents' home country, a country in which there is actually an insulin crisis happening right now. Keep in mind, this man was solely dependent on external sources of insulin. He died after a couple weeks in that country because he couldn't get any insulin in a country that he'd never been to, that he doesn't know the language of, that the only reason he has any connection to it was because of his parents. So there was literal blood on the hands of this administration, not even counting, the dozen or so kids that have died in detainment. I'm at this point, I'm tired of marching. I'm tired of begging. I'm tired of pleading. I'm tired of this, that, and the third. We need to start burning shit down. Because asking nicely is not getting this done, and people are starting to fucking die. And the people, you know what? Let me not before I get put on a fucking watch list.
We're already on the watch list for black.
Black identity extremists. And you know what? I wear that label proudly.
I like how that word, you remember that one video of the lady sitting in her car explaining how many different ways the word bitch could be used? That one soundbite, a bitch could be used so many different ways. I love it. They'd be like, bitch. It's just like, bitch. Yeah.
I just, this whole country pisses me off. And there's just like these little nuggets of black excellence and adorableness that are keeping me going. Like between that little boy singing Brown Skin Girl to his baby sister. And that baby is just like, look like a whole Michelin baby with just rolls on rolls. And Simone Biles continuing to be sickening and setting records and changing shit. Like, you know what she did, right? Because I'm trying to end on a more positive note. You know what Simone Biles did, right?
Yes.
For those who don't, she effectively, and I don't know the gymnastics terminology, she basically, to dismount from a balance beam performance, did 2 backflips into a double flip in the air down to a flawless landing. Y'all, she's 4'10". How do you contain that much talent? Go for it. Bitch! I want to meet her just because of how tiny she is.
What, so you can just pick her up with your forearm?
Maybe. But yeah, just like I said, I've just been trying to find solace in the little positive things.
Same.
Because
like Cloak and Dagger. And Halle Bailey.
And Steven Universe coming up soon. Which I'm probably gonna live tweet the movie.
We forgot to mention that. The gem is named Spinel.
Well, she is a spinal, however you say it.
Spinel. Bored. I'm not happy about it.
What if she was a failed diamond, though?
That's what they were. Yeah, they replace diamonds with spinels all the time in fake jewelry. So if that's the case, sick. If not,
bitch. You were enjoying that button far too much.
True.
But yeah, it's coming up in a couple weeks. I'm excited. You're excited. We're excited. I'm sure Ace over there is excited too. But I believe, unless you've got anything else to say, because I'm ranted out. I'm ready to set things on fire. I've got Riot by 3 Days Grace playing in the back of my head.
And I'm ready to burn it while eating my Panda Express that I stole from behind the line. Bitch, if you think I'm not about to riot and steal some Popeyes and Panda Express, listen, you gotta cater the function.
I'll see you after the function.
Work this pussy. Work this pussy. Work.
Stop.
Work this pussy.
All right, so
I forgot you had that.
All right, anything else you want to talk about? I think we're done, huh?
Yeah.
Outro time, honey bun.
All right, y'all. You know the drill. That wraps up yet another episode of the Baldwin Kids. If you've got any questions, comments, great ideas, or just want to say hi, feel free to shoot us an email at askthebkcast@gmail.com or give us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can also get a hold of me on Twitter or PlayStation Network if you want these Soul Calibur hands. I'm at the Iron Magnus. That's THEIRONMAGNUS.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Vesta with 2 underscores. I think presently I have pictures of myself as Blue Diamond. There will be pictures of the ferry, so check those out. I might put them on the Baldwin Kids page.
At least do the one.
Yeah, I'll put one up.
Because that one that I suggested was sickening.
Yeah. And then, Love Notes is on every store everywhere, including Beyonce's Countdown dial-up. So,
no.
Listen to it and stream it, and I'll love you forever. I'll beg you for this.
All right. Well, we are a TSRP Network podcast, and we will see y'all next time. Take your meds, drink some water, and do better.